Greetings and salutations everyone, it is I, Gaslight, and today we're going to watch some videos from a channel called True Stories. So what is True Stories exactly? Well, the channel name itself is already self-explanatory. It tells you true stories. You know what Darman always says, we're not only making videos, we're changing lives. But Darman videos are so fake. But this channel, they tell true stories. Well, that's the channel name, True Stories. So what kind of true stories do they tell? Well, let me tell you this. They tell you stories that will change you for the better. It teaches you lessons. It doesn't matter if you're a child or an adult. Lessons that inspires you, motivates you, Jesus, I don't know how to speak English. Motivates you to help everyone, to help people. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad, you have to help them. And you may end world hunger, I don't know. It makes you a better person, the best person you can ever be and ever imagine. So let's go watch their most recent video called What the Fuck?
Back when I was in 2nd grade, I thought you got pregnant by kissing.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
So I never let anyone in my family kiss me.
You do know you don't have to teach your child where babies came from, but you have to tell your child that you don't get pregnant when you get kissed by someone. If you don't do this, then it just shows that you don't really care about your child. It just shows that you can live a year or two without kissing them, and it's not weird because they're still kids. You need to show them that you really love them as parents.
But after my grandma died, my grandpa moved in with us. And he didn't know I was weird about kissing. And one day before school, Grandpa surprise kissed me on the cheek. Of course, I freaked out and started crying. And when I got to school, I told my teacher that I was upset because my grandpa made me pregnant. She took me to the principal's office, and I had to tell him that my grandpa had just moved in with us, and that when no one was looking, he kissed me and got me pregnant.
What a fucking dumb teacher. The fact that the kid didn't know that kissing someone won't make you pregnant means the kid doesn't know how people get pregnant. So instead of interrogating her like, oh, how were you impregnated? Are you sure you're really pregnant? Did you tell your parents? What position did you and your grandpa do? Instead of asking those things, she immediately sent her to the principal. Why didn't they call the parents first though? Are adults as stupid as children here?
To cut a long story short, the principal ended up calling Child Protection Services.
How are you sure the man you're looking for is that man? That's just an old man walking in the suburbs.
And the police went to my house and handcuffed my grandpa. Of course, they eventually realized it was all a misunderstanding, so nothing came of it. That
smile has the same energy with this one. You know something will go wrong. Sure, this grandpa didn't impregnate his granddaughter, but that doesn't mean he won't actually do it. The next video we're going to watch is how to make $3,000 a day. So I wonder how this guy made $3,000. I just wonder how.
Hey, I'm Devin. And before I tell you how I'm making $3,000 a day, I need to give you a quick little backstory about my hot twin sister.
I don't like where this is going.
Basically, my sister Stella has always been hot. That meant that growing up, she was the center of attention. My parents didn't really give a damn about me, and at school, everybody just called me Stella's ugly bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I'm confused. Is this guy the narrator, or is this guy bullying the narrator? Well, this can't be the narrator because the narrator has a different face. But this guy is saying the lines of the narrator, which means he could be the narrator? I'm fucking confused.
And to be honest, I've always resented my sister for it. Not because of her looks, but because she always acted like she was better than me and treated me like trash. But here's the thing. I've always been smarter than her dumbass, and now I've found a way to use my sister's good looks and thick booty to my advantage.
Well, 40 seconds in, and this video is already giving me the creeps. It's already fucked up.
You see, about 3 months ago, I was scrolling through YouTube when I noticed that there were a ton of videos from jealous guys crying about how easy it was for hot girls to make money online. Of course, I put 2 and 2 together and realized I could get rich off Stella. The only problem was, I knew there was no way that my sister would be down to do OnlyFans willingly. Now, the next part might sound a little weird, but if you could make thousands of dollars a day, I bet you'd do it too.
Yikes. I guess I would. But let's see what his plan is.
Basically, I bought 2 of those little spy cameras that are advertised online and planted them in optimal locations.
Shit, never
Getting
mind.
the photos was actually the easy part. The hardest part came after I set up the account. I had to pretend to be Stella, message the simps, and deal with the mountain of pathetic losers who just wanted pics and replies for free. Like seriously, when will guys learn that girls can't afford to give them attention unless they're getting paid? Time is money, boys.
Jesus, this guy is disgusting. I am here to learn how to earn $3,000 a day, not to be a fucking pervert, which I already am.
Things were going smoothly until one night when Stella barged into my room, looking like she was about to kill me. "I know you're behind this somehow, you hideous freak," she yelled, holding up her phone. Apparently one of the simps had found her on Instagram and spilled the beans about being subbed to her OnlyFans. Stella threatened to go to mom and dad if I didn't tell her what I was up to. So I ended up telling her everything, and even showed her where I'd been hiding the spy cams. She was shocked and completely disgusted. In my defense,
I'm sorry, in your defense? You're using her body for your own gain. The audacity of this man. I swear, his sister should tell her parents and tell the world how much of a disgusting person her brother is. She should even take all of the money he earned because it was her body, and this guy should be in jail with this old man.
in my defense, I explained how I was making about $1,000 a day. When I showed her the proof, her jaw dropped. Then her greedy eyes lit up. Turns out, Stella finding out about my little side hustle ended up being a good thing.
In the next video we're going to watch, I swear to God, the title is My Mom Gave Birth to a Dog. Wow, I hope this is not clickbait and I would actually see an animated dog having sex with a woman.
Admit it, or I'll put it online for everyone to see. Hi, my name's Kayla, and I'm not exactly sure what happened, but somehow my mother managed to give birth to a dog, and it's so embarrassing.
Alright, I know the title and the video itself is already fucked up, but can we just talk about the first 5 seconds of the video?
Admit it, or I'll put it online for everyone to see.
How was that tied into the story? Alright, how is this necessary? This is the most unnecessary shit that I've ever seen.
It all started when Terry was a baby.
Ah, I see. So the mom didn't give birth to a dog. The mom gave birth to a baby acting like a dog. Well, you guys know what that means.
Most babies stick things in their mouths. That's normal. But not Terry. He stuck things up his nose. Everything. From the leg of my Barbie, or a bit of Lego, to a dead
Ew, what the
cockroach
fuck?
falling, Terry would creep up behind our dog, Max, grab his tail, and smell his butt. The poor thing would pull away, then turn around and try to sniff his diaper. And then they'd both be on the kitchen floor, going around in circles, trying to see who could get the best butt whiff. As we got older, Terry's super sense became more and more noticeable, and more embarrassing.
So like a dog, he has superpowers. He has super smell. So he's like Tanjiro from Demon Slayer, but instead of slaying demons, he uses his powers to smell farts. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it actually turns me on.
One time we were in the elevator at the mall when Terry suddenly called out, "Oh yum, who had bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning?" This poor old guy turned red as a beetroot and shrank down in the corner trying to hide, while Terry stood there grinning like a Cheshire cat. Everyone else looked around questioningly and smiled politely at us. 30 seconds later, they were squirming, holding their noses and shaking their heads in disgust. Couldn't get out of the elevator fast enough.
We get that you have superpowers, but can you keep your fart fetish to yourself? Alright, nobody wants to know you prefer farts than perfume.
After I hit puberty, Terry could even smell when it was that time of the month. I got really paranoid.
Yo, what is up with that smile? What are you planning to do with your sister on her period? Jesus Christ. And I thought this was creepy. And this was creepy.
By the time Terry got to high school, he'd become a legend of sorts. He even went as far as dressing up in a dog costume and displaying his special ability in front of the entire school at the talent show last year. On stage, he was blindfolded and given canned fart samples to sniff.
I'm sorry, what kind of a school that allows talent shows wherein you sniff someone's farts? Also, what in the world is a canned fart sample? I have never heard anything so horrifying like that before.
When he finished, all the donors came up on stage and held up a card showing what they'd eaten for dinner the night before. Terry got every single item right.
How bored and sad are you that you have to be a fart donor, whatever the fuck that is? I didn't even know that exists. A fart donor. You could have been a blood donor. You could have saved society or helped people, but no, you're a fart donor.
Everyone thought it was hilarious, except for me, that is. And you know how guys secretly rate each other's farts?
As a guy, I don't remember writing each other's farts with my friends, but I do remember measuring each other's dicks. Ah, the good old times.
Like the ability to let out a decent blast gives them some kind of superiority. Well, ever since Terry's performance, I've become a target for them at school. Guys stop me at my locker and say things like, "Listen to this, too good to miss," then drop a big smelly one and waft it at me with their hand, laugh, and keep walking.
How in the fuck is everyone in this video so fucking disgusting? How do you have so much balls to fart in front of a woman? It baffles me.
I'm so over it. It's all mum's fault. I read online that newborn babies can develop a liking for something they smell soon after birth. So I asked her straight up, "Mum, when you gave birth to Terry, did you have an upset stomach or something?" "What are you talking about, Kayla?" she asked. "Mum, did you pass wind right after you had Terry?" "Don't be silly, Kayla. Ladies don't fart."
Of course, women can't fart. Women, alright? Women can't do anything a man can't. Just kidding, just kidding. Women can do everything a man can do, alright? Women can do, Mulan and shit.
I don't know why she won't take it seriously. What do you think about Terry's ability?
Disgusting.